Welcome back to a very special episode of Legends of Evantris. Tonight, we are playing Daggerheart. Woo! Yes, that's right. Give it up. Daggerheart. We are starting a brand new 3-episode campaign called Dust to Damnation, a Daggerheart Ballad. We're using the campaign frame Colossus of the Drylands and are prepared for a truly awesome Weird West adventure through the Drylands. So, make sure you let us know in the comments what you liked most. Tell us. I want to hear it. And in the meantime, if you'd like to support the stream, we got a few different ways you can do that. You can be a channel member right here on YouTube. You can go check out our merch shop. We got a lot of really great stuff over there. You can become a patron over on Patreon. There's 2 campaigns that you can only watch there. And lastly, you can go to thecrookedmoon.com to check out and get your copy of The Crooked Moon as well as D&D Beyond. Go do it today. And I want to give an extra special shout out to Darrington Press for sponsoring this stream and allowing us to showcase their wonderful game, Daggerheart. Thank you. Mikey, take it away.
Let's begin. The sun of high noon blazes high in the gray sky of the Drylands as a lone rider crosses the cracked earth of the wastes atop a horse the color of rust. A scorching wind whips up the dust that coats the entire region, pelting him as he stops before the skeleton of a bull that undoubtedly died of thirst who knows how long ago. The bone is cracked and the eye sockets are empty, but as the rider looks down at it, he can't help but feel like the poor creature is watching him. After a moment's pause, you, Silas Morgan, no, Shepherd, dismiss the ominous feeling that sinks to your stomach, and you spur your steed towards home, finally coming to the end of a long journey away. Before you rises the Dead Ridge Hills, the dusty, wooded region to the northeast of the Drylands. Looming tall at the northern borders of this frontier is an enormous mountain of strangely geometric and angular shapes called the Pillars of Judgment, the landmark that tells you you're almost home. In the shadow of the pillars is the town of Eden, the settlement you've lived since you were a boy. You find the familiar dirt trail through the forest as you see the clouds of smoke and dust far off in the distance, kicked up by industry of a brand new railroad coming to this remote outpost on the edge of the world. While this construction project has felled countless trees and blasted many hills as it rises in elevation, you are more comfortable winding through the familiar turns atop a trusty horse. No ticket required. Finally, you pass beneath the large timber sign that reads Eden, and you see the town of wood and stone that almost welcomes you. The townfolk bustle through the main thoroughfare, going about their business, whether they're seeking their fortune here or simply trying to survive another day. Despite your time away, your star-shaped sheriff's badge still glints on your chest as some passerby who notice you tips their hat with respect. Eventually, you pass a large 2-story saloon at the center of town with a glittering sign that reads, The Widow's Garnet. A lone figure stands atop a second-floor balcony, leaning on the railing as he looks down at you. He's an infernus like you, with a devilish red skin, slicked black hair, a thick mustache and triangle goatee. He wears a pinstriped gray suit as he extends a hand and shouts towards you. Sheriff! The prodigal son returns! Welcome back after all these long months. Where the fuck have you been?
Abe?
Well, I'm so sorry to hear. My condolences, I'm sure you've heard.
Beg your pardon?
Your deputy, Sheriff.
What about him?
He's dead. You haven't heard? Am I the one to break the fucking news? Me of all people.
No.
The humble saloon keeper, Abe Solomon, breaks it to the noble sheriff, Silas Morgan.
It can't be.
Oh, poor Deputy Tallow.
When did this happen?
A few days ago. I thought you would have come back. Very, very funny timing, huh? You come back right as your deputy is killed, and you have no idea. You see as he stands looking down at you, you know this is the owner of this establishment, Abe Solomon, the one of the Infernus in town, just like you. There aren't many. As he oftentimes looks out on his balcony, drinking his coffee, and just keeping an eye on the hustle and bustle of town, and you find it hard to believe that you had entrusted your deputy, Emmett Tallow, to look over the town, and while it's certainly not a crime-free area, you have had things under control, and you trusted Emmett, and you've been gone a lot longer than you expected, but it is an utter shock to receive this news.
Damn it, Emmett, what did you get yourself mixed up into?
Well, they say it was murdered in cold blood, in the woods. What sort of strange business do you think he had in there, huh? Not that I would pretend to say that he had any kind of sinister dealings, but you never know, especially with law-abiding fuckers like yourself. No offense intended.
None taken. I gotta get to the bottom of this.
Well, I'm sure that they're keeping his body cold in the creek. I'm sure you'll be able to find him. My condolences. It's been a long time, Sheriff. I wasn't sure if you were still alive.
It takes a lot more than that to kill me.
Well, don't I know it better than anyone. Welcome back to fucking Eden. Sky is grayer than normal, as thick storm clouds roil overhead, though the chance of rain is nearly non-existent. As always, just lightning, heat, and darkness, as the sun comes and goes between gaps of the cloud cover. You stand in the humble cemetery at the outskirts of town, an open grave with a wooden coffin, as a small gathering listens to a eulogy for Deputy Emmett Tallow, delivered by Reverend Brand, the red and gold scale Dracona preacher of hallowed name chapel. Here was a man who lived a life of light and justice. His body returns to the dust, as do all of ours, but now he resides in the hallows above with the new gods. May his judgment be fair and his salvation glorious. And let that serve as a reminder for the paradise that we seek to build in these dry lands. But every day we draw closer to destruction. Greed rules the dark hearts of mortal kind. They covet the essentia that spills forth from damnable false gods cast down to the depths of the earth in the divine war eons ago. They practice the heretical acts and employ the aid of unnatural machines that give power to the apocalypse that stirs beneath Godfell Mountain. Oh, make no mistake. If we do not change our sinful ways, the first doom is coming. May his name never be spoken by mortal voices. He will burst forth from the cursed peaks and rend this world asunder with his stone sickle as he slays each god one by one as they fall from the hallows. If we continue to tread this path, nothing awaits but damnation. But there is hope, a ghost of a chance. Each day, we may take steps away from this doom and back towards salvation. Emmett Tallow took such steps. May we all follow him before it's too late. Amen. And there's a bunch of murmuring as you see Reverend Brand closes his book. As most of the people that have been standing around this this hole in the earth, mutter a few hands on your shoulder, giving you a pat, nodding, sheriff, as they make their way. You see that there's a large pile of dirt next to the next to this grave, as with 2 shovels sticking out of it. And Reverend Brand approaches you and says, "Are you prepared to finish up here, Sheriff?"
Yes, I am.
Your deputy was a good man, and you are the few of the lawmen in this arid, hellish realm that actually bring goodness. Do not let this discourage you. The new gods work in mysterious ways. They called him home for a reason. I am certain of it.
Thank you, Reverend. I appreciate it.
I would trust that you understand what is at stake for you, given the history. Your father that sired you, your father that raised you, heretical trinkets and potions. You know there's nothing but damnation. He looks down at the rifle that you always keep with you. Nothing good can come from that. I pray you change your ways. The hallowed name is open for all who wish to repent.
And I'll just kind of my face will be very stony at this point as I'm listening to what he's saying. I'll just kind of nod and agree with him, but the look on my face is not one of approval.
My deepest sympathy, Sheriff. And
Thanks,
he turns and puts his book under his arm, and he heads off back towards the chapel.
I'll take my hat that's been in my hand, not wearing it as a sign of respect, and I'll actually hang the hat up on one of the shovels and take the other shovel out of the dirt and begin to cover the coffin. The dust whips up as soon as you sink the blade of the shovel into the pile of dirt, and you hear the thud as it hits loud, the coffin, that sounds hollow, almost, despite you knowing full well that your deputy, or who was your deputy, is in there, and you saw it nailed up down at the morgue, and the Undertaker put it in there, but I don't know if it's how you feel, or if it's your ears playing trick on you. It almost sounds hollow as each shovel full of dirt, as you realize it's going to take you a long time. Damn it, to the circles below, Emmett, what could have happened?
And you, however, hear footsteps, heavy footsteps, and you recognize the gate. It's lumbering with purpose, not much swagger, but deliberate. As you know that your friend, your brother, Gideon Cole, is approaching. As you look, you see the giant of a man, 3 eyes, one in his forehead, all glowing with shimmering with the shades of azure and gold, the colors of Essentia. As he makes his way up, you wouldn't have expected him to be here. You thought that he'd be busy working, but you see him all the same.
Gid, it's good to see you.
It's good to see you, Shepherd. Long time. I'll walk up and if there's like a branch or something kind of close by, I'll pick his hat up off the shovel and just place it on like an extended out branch from a tree or anything close by. I wouldn't put it on the ground, but anything I feel like I could hang it on.
Yeah.
Respectfully.
Yeah, this is and this is an important setting detail, is that the Drylands are mostly arid, barren wastelands and rocky. One of the reasons this town was named Eden, it almost seems like a parody, but comparatively, this is probably one of the most green regions in the entire Drylands. It's hilly and it's wooded, it's forested, and so and this town was cleaved out of the forest. So there are plenty of trees nearby where you'd be able to hang your hat, his hat.
Hey, you don't have to do that, man. I appreciate it.
It's not a problem. I'm here. Emmett was a good guy.
What the hell happened? I'm gone a few months and everything goes to the circles below.
It feels like you were gone longer than that sometimes, but a lot's changed. Emmett's just the most recent change. Before that, well, you were here when Fezziwig passed. Glitter Deep, they finally put that up for auction. Yeah.
Auction?
The mayor put it up. Rett thought to himself, I don't know, I come in, hey, I owned this once before, I'll pick it back up.
Yeah?
You know me, I was in the mines myself running things. He was gonna pick the ownership back up and get things back on track after Fezziwig, but Oren swooped in.
Oh no.
Couldn't match it. Came in, he picked the whole thing up, brought his own team in. I stood on as long as I could, but they wanted to do things, man, crazy things.
And that name is familiar to you. Most people in the Drylands know the name of Oren Creed, the owner of the Leviathan Mining and Railroad Company. You saw the signs and the workers of Leviathan working on the railroad as you made your way back. You know that the railroads made its way to just about every Essentia outpost, every town in the Drylands, and you were hoping, as much of you probably realized it was a fool's hope, that it wouldn't make its way to Eden, but the company made its way here as well.
Everything's changing, Gideon. I don't get it.
Yeah. Crooks and scumbags, a lot of them.
Figures.
You know that whole time in the mines, I was always directing them? I don't know what it is or what this ability is, but I could always see those tremors coming, man. I could always see where not to dig. Well, I kept telling them, man, not here. Not here. There's a bad vibe. We don't crack that rock. There's only one thing beats digging deeper, and it's keeping everybody safe, keeping everybody alive. Well, they didn't want to listen to me. They kept digging all throughout that place. Tremors shook like wildfire, broke everything down. People were dying. I lost my shit, man. Well, they fired me the next day.
Damn. Well, you did the best you could.
Did I?
Sometimes I think maybe men like us aren't meant for change.
I don't know, Shepard. It's good to have you back, though.
Thanks. Have you seen Rett?
I think he's gonna be over at that rail spiking ceremony. The mine's not the only thing Oren took over. He's bringing this damn train tracks all through the Drylands, man, trying to connect everything.
Yeah, don't get me started.
Abomination, look at it. What's that stupid thing for, anyway, huh? Anyway, they've been working on it for a while. I think they're driving the last spike in the project today. I think Rhett's gonna be at the ceremony.
All right. Well, I gotta finish up here. Definitely gotta talk to Rett, but I gotta find out what happened. I gotta learn more about what happened to Emmett.
I don't know, man. I wish I had more I could tell you. I don't know anything about it. Just turned up dead one day.
I'm gonna have to swing by the jailhouse at some point. Somebody's gotta know something.
We could head over there. I'll help you out here. We could head over to that ceremony after this, see if we can meet up with Rett. I don't know if he'll know more.
All right. Yeah. I really appreciate you.
Of course, man. Let's get this finished up.
And we'll just do however long it takes for us to fill in the grave.
Yeah, you take your time with Gideon's, despite how used to digging and filling up holes you are, Shep. Gideon was born in it, and he's a big fella, and it goes real quick. It goes real quick, and you stand over the grave, the final resting place of Emmett Tallow, and you pat down the dirt, you give it one last look. You look at that wooden grave marking. Simple. It's what he would have wanted. And you turn your way back towards town. You head through the thoroughfare side by side, and you decide to stop by the jailhouse, the office where you would keep folks. And you see it, the barred windows, just says sheriff. Simple sign. And you pull out your keys and you try to open the door and you realize it's locked.
What the? What is this? Hey! It's Shepard Morgan, Sheriff. What's going on in there? Hey!
What's the matter, man? You forgot what key it was?
No, they're not working.
And then you hear, you see that there is a human who is looking at you. He looks a little drunk, even though it's probably 10:30 in the morning. He says, "Oh, the old sheriff's office. Well, welcome back, sheriff. But they changed the locks on that a couple of weeks back. Well, we all thought you was dead."
What do you mean they?
Like, well, them Leviathan fellers, all of them fancy dress deputies. Oh, they say that they're bringing a real kind of genuine, real modern law to these hills. Perhaps long overdue. Keep us drunks and ne'er do wells in check. You know what I mean, Sheriff?
Oh, I don't like this at all, Gideon.
I can't believe they changed the locks, man.
Who? How do they think they have the authority to do this?
Well, I don't know. I think the mayor was all cool with it, but what do I know? I just usually hang out on yonder barrel, drinking my whiskey.
It's always the mayor.
Well, I bet I know where he'll be too.
Damn it!
He kind of scratches his it's been an older man, he scratches his scraggly white whiskers as he says, "Well, welcome back, Sheriff. And if you ain't no sheriff no more, then I'm real sorry, but you was always nice to me."
Hey, I'm still the fucking sheriff, alright?
Well, okay, we'll see. As he kind of does a little, he kicks his heels together as he raises his bottle of rye whiskey. and stumbles off down an alley.
Damn it, Gideon, I swear to everything above.
No mining company gets to tell you who you are, alright, or what you can do.
We gotta find Rett.
And Orrin, it sounds like. Straighten him the fuck out.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have a little conversation.
Yeah, let's head on over.
Damn it.
With that, you make your way toward the center of town, and you see that there's a bit of a commotion all the way at the very far edge of the main thoroughfare, where it empties out towards the large road that widens out to different roads and pathways out towards the various mining claims and mines that are all throughout this. Essentia, the critical... This town was founded on Essentia, and you all know this. Everyone in the Drylands knows this. Essentia is a crystal that's mined from the earth that has tremendous power, is tremendously valuable. It makes all magic work, it makes all technology work. Everybody wants it. And decades ago, this region of the Drylands, there was discovered to be the richest, most intense collections of Essentia that is showing no signs of slowing down. They can't mine the stuff fast enough. And it's the mines that made this town crop up almost overnight and made it the home that it's been for you. And then you suddenly see a large commotion, a large crowd over at the far end. And Gideon, you know that this is where they were constructing the train station, the platform, that the Leviathan Mining and Railroad Company was constructing the last stop, possibly, on the frontier.
Oh.
As you hear loud, raucous, celebratory brass music. As you hear a brass band, as there are people cheering and clapping, as a huge throng has gathered as you make your way. You see people dressed in their finest garb. Even the prospectors, who are typically very poorly dressed, have at least tried to wash their clothes or at least staying off to the side. As you see up ahead that there are several people in very nice, very expensive suits, and you see the Gideon. You see the enforcers and the employees of Leviathan that are all standing on either side of this large wooden platform that is the train platform. As you see that there's a large number of people around these dark steel rails. As there's a bunch of cheering, loud talking, as you see off to the corner, not in the crowd, leaning up against one of the buildings observing this ceremony, Doc Rett Indigo. As he's wearing a nice suit, it is, but not too nice. He doesn't seem to be smiling, he seems to be folding his arm, and he's got that familiar frown as he watches the goings-on. As you see through the crowded people, there's a handful of officials, and you can recognize, even amongst the din of the crowd and the large brass band that's playing, the shrill voice of Mayor Eustace Richardson, the frog-like ribbit, who he always seems to be sweating impossibly into his suit and cravat, dabbing his forehead with a handkerchief, as he seems to be kind of pointing at people, trying to get things organized for the ceremony that's about to happen. But you see Rett standing off to the side watching.
I will basically walk right up to him, and when I'm a few steps away, maybe a little too loud, louder than I'd be used to, there's almost a little bit of excitement in my voice, I'm going to say, Rett,
Shepherd,
it's good to see you. And I'm going to offer out my right hand, and as he takes it, I'm actually going to clap him really hard on the shoulder. The closest thing to a hug that I could give you without actually giving you a hug. And I'm just very happy to see you.
I'll see, you always do this, as you clap me on the shoulder. I'll pull you in, and I'll kind of grab you, and I'll give you a hug.
God, you've been gone so long, Shepherd.
I'm sorry, Rett. I got held up and things kind of went pear-shaped.
And how long have you been in town?
Not very long.
Still, I heard you were in town and you couldn't even say hello to me or Gideon.
I had some unfortunate business to attend to. I had to bury Emmett.
No, I heard. I'm real sorry about your deputy. And damn shame. I wish I could have been at the ceremony. I wanted to go, but just last night the mayor ordered 2 more drum thumpers, 3 more cameras, and 5 more crates of fireworks, and so I was up all night for this thing. I literally just finished setting it all up, and you'll see around, like, there's a band playing, but you can tell that there's a couple, like, big, large bass drums that sort of have these, like, robotic, kind of clockwork, automatic, like, drum thumpers. A couple cameras set up. Yeah. But I've just had a bad feeling about everything. I tried to have Sporsky send you a telegram, but I figured it would never... what are they called? A micogram, but I figured that they would never reach you with how you traveled, but I'm just glad you're back.
As he says that, you are... something kind of flashes in your mind. You remember about a micogram that you received, and these are messages that are sent... The Drylands Micogram Company it operates throughout the Drylands, and Fungal are able to communicate over vast distances, and they have their employees deliver messages back and forth. Now, in the real world, this might be a fantasy version of a telegram, and you remember one of the things that made you leave earlier than you were intending, if you hadn't been so waylaid, was a strange micogram that you had received from Emmett a while back, where he said that he's been doing some investigating, that there's something's not right with the railroad. Come back soon, we need to talk in person.
Knowing this and listening to what Rett's saying to me, I'm gonna actually lean in close to Rett and Gideon and lower my voice. Because it's loud. I mean, there's a commotion here, but I still don't want anybody to hear me. And I'm gonna say, speaking of the mayor, I have some choice words for that feller. Seems they've changed the locks over on the jailhouse. None of my keys are working.
They went that far?
Look, I look around. I don't want to say too much, but I'm about this close to saying that all this stinks to the high heavens.
We ran into some guy back in town. Rett said, Leviathan's bringing in all their own people to take over security and whatever. The sheriff's old news.
They're stripping me of the title.
I mean, do you know that for sure?
Look, it's all very nebulous. It's up in the air, but something ain't right. And I gotta get to the bottom of this.
Look, Eden's been swarming with Creed's men, and I've just had this weird feeling in the pit of my stomach the whole time that I think things are changing, not for the better.
Damn.
I get that same sense. Look, we didn't start this camp. Have it just turn into this. I mean, some outsider can't just waltz in and do whatever the fuck he wants. I think we need to speak to the mayor.
Yeah, and if we can, I want to talk to Mr. Creed, too.
Well, he should be speaking any minute now.
As if on cue, you hear the of a device that you have just given to the mayor, a voice projecting device. As he said, "Well, welcome to the inauguration of the Eden train station of the Godfell line. My good friend here, Ona Kristensen, has brought progress and even further prosperity to Eden." And you hear he's getting very clearly he's getting more nervous as you see that, and sweaty.
Impossibly
as you
so.
see this frog mayor. He's got kind of this sallow green skin. With various frog-like markings. He looks like looks like the thing that he's in need the most of right now is the name of a new tailor. As his suit is awkwardly fitting, it is overly gaudy, the color theory is horribly wrong.
Got him.
It is extremely unfashionable. As you can tell that his tie that he has is too tight, as there are all of these ruffles, and the ruffles are almost getting caught up in his mouth, his lower jaw, and he's almost like struggling to speak. He's getting increasingly sweaty. He said, "Oh hold on 1 minute, hold on. Oh, this is hot." Whew. there's this strange feedback, and this is the grand spiking ceremony to inaugurate this momentous day, and I would get, and then you can see he's cut off as a dwarven gentleman steps out. He's wearing this beige and mustard colored suit that is extremely, it's very simple, but obviously very expensive. He has a graying beard that is very neatly trimmed and very well maintained hair, and he has these eyes that are piercing. It almost looks like a bird of prey that are very deliberate, very observing. As he stands up and he grabs the microphone, the voice projector from the mayor, as although his eyes don't smile, he does. As very clearly, you all know that this is Oren Creed. As he says, "Thank you, Mayor. I am honored, and it is truly a privilege to finally make my way here to the beautiful town of Eden. I have spent my entire life trying to bring progress, trying to bring modernity, trying to bring industry to these wild and untamed Drylands. And Eden is perhaps the last stop on that line. With the Godfell line, all of the outposts, all of the towns of the Drylands are connected. No longer do our Drylands need to be so small. No longer must you brave the horrors, the weather, the dust, the monsters, even the earth itself revolting. Aboard the Leviathan Railroad, we are all brought to a level of prosperity that even the hallows above would bless. And with this final spike, construction is completed. As we usher in a new era in Eden, a new era to the Drylands, and a new era for the world itself. If you'll do the honors, Mayor, and you see as Mayor Richardson goes up and he grabs this large spike that's shimmering like a sencha. It's this golden and azure color. As he places it in and it falls over, and he grabs it and he places it in and it falls over, and he places it in and he falls over. You do that as he gets one of his helpers to go and place the spike in, and Mr. Creed grabs a large sledgehammer, and with a single blow in perfect form, you hear a loud clang that almost sounds musical, that echoes out as everyone cheers and the band goes wild as the railroad has completed. And the fanfare is exciting. It says, "You all have a wonderful day, and don't forget to the first train ride, all get in line. It's first come, first serve, and it's on the house." As people cheer and they're all clamoring. There's aren't many children in this town, but all of the children that are in this town are here, wearing their finest hats. They're all wearing waving streamers as you all witness this.
The moment that I feel like this is starting to wind down to some degree, and I feel like I can beeline it for the mayor with my two companions, I'm gonna try to make a shot for it. I'm gonna be walking with purpose and a little bit of fury bubbling beneath the surface as I try to make my way directly to the mayor. So, because I don't want him to get away before I can talk to him.
Yeah. you see him and says like, well, I think that went quite well. I think, and he's like kind of puffed up. I think Mr. Creed is mighty pleased.
Mr. Mayor.
And then he looked at you and he almost tried to get away. Sheriff.
Mr. Mayor, how's it going?
Sheriff Morgan, you're back. Welcome home. You're alive. How about that?
Yes, sir, I am alive. And speaking about the sheriff's situation, I think there's a bit of a problem I wanted to address with you.
Oh, well, don't you worry. I was so sad when I heard about Deputy Tallow, but don't worry. The mighty fine new marshals captured and have apprehended the culprit that murdered him, and we will have a grand trial.
I appreciate the condolences, but it's these new deputies that I want to talk to you about. Who's given them the authority to do what they're doing?
Well, I mean, once Deputy Tallow was killed, and you were gone and presumed dead. No word. It was lawless, and we can't be a lawless town. What would the other outposts think of Eden if we were known as being lawless and crime was running rampant?
Well, do I look dead to you?
Well, clearly not now, but how was I supposed to know? I had to make sure that there was law and order in this town and bringing modernity, and we were going to have a proper trial. And we are going to be respectable, law-abiding citizens of the Drylands from henceforth.
All right, well, first off, I want to be able to get in the jailhouse and talk to this suspect. And number two, I want to talk to Mr. Creed.
Mr. Creed is very busy. I'm sure he'd be happy to. I mean, it's his fella. I mean, it's Inspector Deckard is you can still be sheriff, but Inspector Deckard is now our chief inspector, and we're gonna bring in some more marshals, and we're gonna get law and order. We are gonna bring all of these hooligans to heel. And that's what Mr. Creed says.
Inspector Deckard, eh?
Yeah, he should. He was the one that apprehended that vile murderer that killed poor deputy Everett. Oh.
All right. Well, you go find Mr. Creed. You tell him Sheriff Morgan wants to speak to him and his inspector.
And you hear a voice boom out. Well, isn't that a coincidence that Mr. Creed would like to speak with the former sheriff, Silas Morgan? Is that right? As you see the very wide and broad form of Oren Creed step forward, as he's smiling. He's all smiles as he says, "I'm glad that you made it home after all this time to witness our ceremony."
Well, thank you, Mr. Creed. I am safe. I have arrived, and I'm here to resume my duties as sheriff.
And you see as Creed kind of waves away the mayor, and the mayor's like, and kind of like backs up, and he says, it is a pleasure to meet you. I only know you by reputation, more so your father by reputation. Real shame. Who would have thought that they would have given you the badge? But here we are. And I'm sorry that things didn't work out at the mines. Sometimes under new management, it just isn't the right fit. Isn't that right?
Yeah, difference of opinion, I guess.
Well,
Mr. Creed.
It's my opinion that this town needs more progress, and it is opinion shared by the mayor and seemingly by all the townsfolk you allege to protect and serve, Sheriff.
As far as I'm concerned, this town is still under my jurisdiction, and I demand that I be let into the jailhouse to speak to the suspect.
Well, I do not have jurisdiction. I am a simple owner of mining and railroad interests. That would be up to Mr. Deckard. He is the one that now has the keys and is running this operation, and he is, don't worry, we are bringing detectives and enforcers that are far more capable than the slain Deputy Tallow.
You don't think you're blowing all of this a bit out of proportion?
What could possibly be blown out of proportion? Mr. Indigo?
Having all this new law enforcement coming into town when we have the greatest sheriff in the Drylands back in the flesh.
Well, I would not pretend to be surprised that with your history and the progenitors of these two, that you would find resistance to law and order and upstanding folk. But that is the way of the past. The Drylands are changing. And there's no way to stop it. The march of progress. You, of all people, must understand that it is impossible to stop.
There's nothing wrong with progress, and Eden was founded because we wanted it to be a paradise in the Drylands, but, I mean, it just feels like it's losing everything that made it Eden.
Well, perhaps that is a good thing. Perhaps that is the will of the new gods in the hallows above. Change is a good thing, Mr. Indigo. I suggest that you embrace it, especially a man of your talents. There is a place for you in the world that is to come. Not all can say the same.
You may praise the new god, but it was the forgotten that died for our sins. It was the forgotten that made all of this possible. You know better than anyone.
Well,
You've been praising them.
I am happy to use the results of their sacrifice. I will use the essentia, I will find the essentia, and I will... It is a tool, nothing more. It does not deserve our worship. Isn't that what our wonderful preacher says? I had a service this very morning before the funeral, and he gave me his blessing. I am welcomed by your town. Perhaps you all should fall in line. And with that, I have business to attend to in the mountain as we continue to make sure that the locomotive can get right into the heart of it. He puts on a brown leather hat and he says, "Good day, gentlemen."
Yeah.
Before you go,
Yes?
how's your back been?
He kind of just narrows his eyes a little bit and he says, "Better."
Medicine been working?
Yes. I will need more of the same.
All right.
I will send my man to retrieve it.
That's your time, Mr. Creed. I appreciate it.
Gentlemen,
Yeah.
as he walks off.
Get on safe.
And with that, we're going to do a little bit of music change. Ooh. As the fanfare dies down and it returns, it returns to the,
I'd look to Rett and Gideon, and I'd say, kind of motion to that I'm gonna start walking and be just let them know. Look, I gotta try to go to the jailhouse immediately. I gotta try to get any and all information about this as quick as I can. Something is severely wrong here.
I understand. They say they got the person that killed Emmett. Of course, you gotta check that out. I don't know what the hell, who that could be. I haven't heard anything about it. Have you, Rett?
I just heard he was killed. I mean, it could have been anyone. Maybe a drunk miner, or, maybe he pissed somebody off, or a spurned lover. Who the fuck knows? It could have been anybody, but...
Yeah.
It seems awful coincidental.
I'm gonna again kind of look around, trying not to make too much, draw too much attention to us. And I'm gonna lean in and say, while I was out there, I did get one message from Emmett. I don't really understand what he was trying to tell me, though. He didn't put what he wanted to say in the message. And now with everything that's going on, I'm worried that he stumbled onto something.
What do you mean? What did he say?
GM, can you please tell us what the message said?
That he had been doing investigating. There's something wrong with the railroad. We need to talk in person.
I relay this.
As soon as possible.
It sounds like he got in over his head.
Something wrong with the railroad? I knew it, that stupid train. What are you doing helping this guy out, Rett? Building stuff, healing his back?
Well, first, I mean, if the mayor orders something, I'm gonna sell it to him, and I'm the doctor of the camp. Gideon, what do you want me to do? Turn someone away? Just because I don't like them?
Well, yeah, that'd be nice. But what if I mean turn someone away because I don't like them? How's that?
Look, Gideon, that's not how it works, okay?
Yeah.
And frankly, he's a paying customer. It's the right thing to do.
You could have made the drums suck.
I mean, sounded pretty good, though, didn't it?
I know, they sounded pretty good. Yeah, you did
Although,
a good job.
I just take out my pocket watch and I'd stopped it when they had hit the last spike. Camera 4, I think, fired half a second late, so I need to make a note.
You couldn't tell. I mean, it looked like executed perfectly.
Well, I made some... I'm trying some new adjustments on the triggers, and I think something happened there, but I'll resolve that later. But with the railroad and with the law switching up in town, and I mean, when he won
And he took the mine from you,
when he
man.
won the fucking auction.
He swooped in right at the last moment. Now he's got control of Glitter Deep. He's building this stupid fucking railway, and he's bringing in his own security force. And now something's going wrong with the railway.
Edwin's rolling in his grave.
As we are walking towards the jailhouse and it starts to kind of come into view, I'm gonna look to the two guys and say, now look, I don't know who's waiting for us on the other side of that door. But what I can tell you is once we cross the threshold, things are gonna change. There's no going back. I don't know what Emmett got into. I'm gonna give you guys a chance to get out.
We're behind you, no matter what.
Shut up, Shepard. Are you kidding?
All right.
We'll walk through the door together like we always do. So dramatic.
Then we're gonna see this thing through to the end.
Yes, we are.
Of course we're gonna see this through. Like we've always done. We're family.
All right. I appreciate you both.
Right behind you.
And just continue to kind of talk as we approach the
You
jailhouse.
make your way and you see that the jailhouse door is open now. As you look in, and it seems to be a little dark. Despite it being day, it was a gloomy, cloudy day. But there seems to be no lights, no lamps lit within.
I'll knock, even though the door is open, I'll knock on it as I'm kind of stepping through and just say, hello? Inspector? Inspector Deckard, are you there? It's, Sheriff Morgan.
You look in and you see nothing. But then suddenly from in the darkness you hear the chair grind back. As you stand, you see a silhouette, tall, thin. It's a clank. It's a robotic, a living robotic soul. As he looks towards you, as he says, I heard that you died.
Well, you heard wrong. Hell of an introduction. Name's Silas Morgan.
I am Deckard. What business do you have here?
I was told that you apprehended a suspect in the murder of Emmett Tallow.
That is true.
I am politely requesting the right to interrogate and question this individual.
We, marshals of this camp, have it under control.
He was my deputy. I want to talk to him.
Let's have an action roll.
Whoa! Let's go!
He's still the sheriff of the town. You understand? He still wears that badge.
And
Well, this is a perfect opportunity to explain some mechanics.
So-
Let's see what Mike's got for us.
I am going to, I would say, I'm going to ask you. This is a
Yes.
collaborative process here. I would like you, are you trying to make a level of intimidation? Or are you trying to just persuade him?
So I am absolutely what I'll say is, as part of my ancestry as an Infernus, I have an ability called Dread Visage, which I have advantage on rolls to intimidate hostile creatures. I feel like this individual's a little hostile to me.
I would say that's
got a
very
light-
true.
he's got a light
I would absolutely say
I'm
that.
certainly not trying to charm him out of his boots. So I definitely want to see if I can channel my Infernus nature to kind of crank up the heat a little bit on him as I pressure.
How are you going to do that?
My hat is kind of pulled down over my eyes. You mentioned that it's kind of dark in this in the jailhouse, and as I ask to question the suspect, it's more of the underlining tone is that it's more of a demand, and you can actually kind of hear a gravel deepening of my voice, and my eyes will kind of glow a little bit as I channel my Infernus nature to kind of see if I can shake this guy a little bit.
You do that, and it almost kind of sounds like the gravel in the back of his throat. It almost sounds like the sound of thunder a little bit, as the glow of his eyes look a bit more embery than they do normally. As there's this darkness, and he's wearing his trusty hat, and the shade from it grows darker and darker. So you can see from the side that it almost looks like it's just shrouded in shadow with just two embers for eyes. As you do that, I need you to make a presence check for me.
Awesome. So I am going to roll my 2 duality dice. One is hope, one is fear. I'm going to get to add a d6 because advantage in this game lets me add a d6 to my roll. But my presence is a -1, so that is the modifier that I'm going to use. I'm going to take one of my cool little trinkets here and add it to my hand. And remember that that's a -1. I'm going to roll all of this together. Okay, I got a 9 plus 4 is 13, with fear minus 1 is 12.
Ooh.
12. Okay, I am going to say that I, as the GM, start with 5 fear because
That's correct.
we have 5 players.
It's a bit of a resource.
It's a bit of a resource. I can spend it to do a wide variety of things, but I will hold on to this. And so I go from 5 to 6, and I'm tracking that with a D12. You can track it however you'd like. I like to track it with a D12.
Yeah.
You're fine. You can reduce that dice size.
And on the counterpoint of that, all of us players, we start with 2 hope each.
Oh,
yeah.
2 hope.
2
Oh,
hope
yeah.
each. You also
Start
have
with
2
2
hope.
hope each.
I got my 2 little hopes right here.
Yeah.
I'm
I
so
got 'em
glad
marked.
you
They're
mentioned
little
that.
tiny mushrooms for those of you who can't
And
see like I can.
Actually.
the difficulty was 11.
Oh, wonderful.
And so you see as he looks at you, and despite the robotic nature and the mechanical nature of clanks, there's all sorts of varieties, and this one seemed to be particularly cool and steely. But there is something you notice, just a twitch. I don't even think Gideon and Rett would notice. But you notice that like one of his eyes kind of like turns slightly.
Uh-oh.
As there is something where he takes a slight step back and he says, "All right, then. Go ahead and question the suspect. Means nothing to me. And I was told by the mayor if you were willing and interested, you can turn in that badge and become a marshal, not a sheriff. We run a detective agency, private and public."
I'll kind of look at him and almost without thinking, my hand will go to my chest where the badge is, and I'll kind of rub it with my thumb, and I'll look at him and say, "Marshal, you think that badge makes you a marshal?"
He looks down, and it is this. What you have is that kind of rustic copper badge or a dull brass, and this is pristine, almost chrome-like, and it's far more clean cut, not as dented, and it says very plainly on this badge, Marshal.
I'll kind of lean in closer, and I'll look him in the eye and say, "The badge doesn't make the man." And I'm going to walk off to where I think the suspect is.
As you know exactly where the jail cell is. As he steps out of the way, he doesn't say another word. As he almost kind of like disappears, he goes back to sitting in the chair. The way that he moves is almost too fluid. Despite being mechanical himself. And you go to the back, you go to the jail, the holding cell, and you open the door and you smell the stench of whiskey.
Boy, here we go.
You see slumped into the corner a hairy figure. And you all recognize this figure.
Oh boy.
This is
no.
it's a very tall, very, very tall, long-limbed, fear-bold woman, known as Whiskey Wren. And Gideon, you have partied and drunk with Wren plenty of times. Shepard, you have thrown her in the drunk tank more times than you can remember. Rett, you have grumbled and called her the town stinking drunk more times than you can remember.
Told her to quit that.
You see, as she is slumped into the floor, strangely, despite being imprisoned, she has a dark bottle of spirits in her hand that says maybe a few sips left in it, as she is snoring. The sound of the smell hits you first, and then the grinding stench of the snoring hits you.
Hey. Oh, Ren. Wow, Ren, wake up. And I'm going to kind of clang against the bars to see if I can make some noise. To see if I
Whiskey
can rush
Ren.
Ren, what have you gotten yourself into? Ren, wake up. Come on.
I have been drinking, and whose fucking business is it?
Oh, Ren.
That's Ren for sure.
It's Morgan and Gideon and Rett.
No, the sheriff is fucking dead. Oh, God. Gideon, is that you?
Yeah, it's me,
God,
Ren.
you are fucking uglier than I remember, Three Eyes. My gosh. And I fucking smell your stink over my own, and that is fucking impressive.
You're looking in
what
the mirror
a fucking
again, Ren.
feat.
You looking in the mirror. Hey, there's only one of us behind bars right now, all right?
Well, there's one of us and two of my eyes. I can't speak for your fucking abomination you got there, you fuck.
Damn.
Oh, I'm surprised you can count straight. You don't think I got 6 eyes?
Well, even with all of these fucking canaries that circle my vision as I presently fucking speak, I know that I still have a better arm for fucking arm wrestling than the likes of you.
Well, that's just not true, okay?
Well, I
That's
think
just,
I would
that is the
point
dumbest
you
thing.
at our current scoreboard.
There's only one stupid, idiot, dumb person that could somehow be drunk in jail, okay?
Ren, I told you, you gotta stop drinking.
Well-
All right, it's not good for you.
And I told you, I hear you loud and clear, Doctor, but be fucked.
Well,
Give me that. Can I reach the bottle?
Let's do a roll.
Love it.
I'm
Love
gonna
it.
try to get the.
So
the
how are
bottle.
you going to do it? Are you trying to just kind of do your...
Snatch it.
I'm not gonna like try to be quick. I'm just gonna, like a parent that sort of frustratedly like walks up
Yeah.
and like takes a toy away.
I think this
I'm
is
just
going
gonna
to
try
be
do
a
that.
finesse roll.
Okay.
And so you are going to do this, and then
finesse.
Ren is going to make a reaction roll based depending on what you set.
Finesse is different from agility, and I'm decent. It is a 16 with fear.
16 with fear.
All right, we're loading the DM
Oh,
up
yeah,
early.
here we go.
We're pumping them up early.
Oh, it's not good.
I go to 7 fear, folks.
Oh boy, I'm a fear.
But 16 is pretty good.
16's
pretty
great.
good. I'm going to... She's going to try to contest that with her own finesse. But she's going to be disadvantaged. Because she's fucked up.
Rightfully so, yeah.
I don't know if we've explained disadvantage, have we?
Not for the DM. It works a little bit for the DM. For the players, when we have advantage or disadvantage, we are rolling or rolling an additional d6 and either adding or subtracting the difference. When Mikey, as the GM, is doing his rolls, he's actually using a d20. And when he's rolling with disadvantage or advantage, he's actually rolling an additional d20 and determining the outcome based on their either picking the higher or lower value.
Exactly right.
Thank you,
So, 2d20s.
You're welcome, miss.
I rolled a 2.
Thank you, Shep.
I thought you said you're welcome, Mace.
No, I said miss.
Oh.
I have a bit of an accent.
I have a bit of an accent.
This is the other side.
Yeah, this is just another person in another cell.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you, Mace.
you.
Miss Mace.
I'm trying to see if I want to use a fear. I don't think I want to. She does terribly. As you are able to, as
could
you
use
reach
one and then
reach
be
through
one less.
the bars, you grab the bottle out. Yeah, what the fuck? I thought the doctor take an oath to do no fucking harm. You are harming me presently. Hey,
That
hey,
is
you!
precisely what
Hey!
I'm doing. Give me that.
God, hey, I am having my drinking rights violated back here. Metal Man, come fucking save me from these people. And she's calling out.
We're trying to help you.
Well, he may be trying to. He may be trying to have me executed by a firing squad, but at least he ain't taking my bottle.
Do we, asking a meta question, knowing that we know this Ren character, we've all dealt with her numerous times, I won't speak for anybody else, would Shepard even think for an instant that this person could be a murderer?
No.
I would get the feeling like this is not right.
Is there like any kind of outside of the bars where we are? Is there any kind of like bucket of water, anything of that kind of?
Yeah,
tune?
I would say that you've helped Shep. You know, when there's a rowdy bar fight, he might call you. You know, like to help him kind of throw you. And so you know that there is a water pump that's just outside this door where you could easily get a bucket of water.
I would go over there and just start filling a bucket of water as Shepard is like trying to get her attention and start kind of like figuring out what's going on. I would walk back in and just as best I could pitch the whole bucket of water straight at Whiskey Wren.
Okay.
In an attempt to like sober her up as much as she can be sobered up.
Okay, I'm
In the
gonna
moment.
need a check from you. We are going to
Let's start getting some hope. Come on.
yeah, get some hope.
Come on.
I would say let's make it some finesse.
Okay. I'm not gonna throw it real hard though. You know, maybe strength. I'll do fast.
Good luck. Oh boy. So this is a good opportunity also to explain
So
the
I'm
outcome.
gonna explain how what these dice look like. I've rolled my hope and my fear dice. My fear is only a 2. My hope die was a 1. Oh. So I rolled a 3 with fear.
Gideon accidentally kills her.
And so, not quite that bad. But to give a little
The
context,
water rips the flesh. I tried it so hard. The water Gilder.
This is one of those things where if you succeed with fear,
Oh shit!
like I did earlier, you still get what you want, but usually there's a complication or some sort of something that doesn't quite go right. If you fail with fear, things get worse.
To read the official Daggerheart cheat sheet,
Yes.
it says, on a failure with fear, things go very badly. You probably don't get what you want, and a major consequence or complication occurs because of it. The GM gains a fear.
Yep.
The floor is now dangerously wet.
Yeah.
That's exactly what happened. You say, "Oh, here it is," but you that you see now that there is horrifyingly a streak of vomit across the sword that is leaked out as you slip on it. Water goes everywhere. It splashes both Shepard
Damn it, kid.
as you fall down and you
Come on.
you wrench your back. As mark a stress. As you mark a stress.
All right.
And that's when you notice the electricity.
So that's actually a good opportunity to talk a little bit about stress
Yeah,
as well.
yeah.
So you'll notice on our character sheets that not only do we have HP, but we have 6 stress slots. And as we progress through this adventure, we are going to encounter things that cause stress to us, whether it's physical stress, mental stress, And some of our abilities we may mark some stress off for that. If we ever get to a point where we have no more stress to mark, and Mikey hits us with a stress or something happens, we will actually start to take physical HP damage. So we have to be careful to manage our stress. One of the ways to do that is through short resting, long resting, things like that. But collecting stress is not good, so keep that in mind.
I think that that's a really cool thing to recognize too. Is that HP isn't necessarily how much blood you have left in your body.
That's right.
It's a manifestation
Of your stamina.
or your ability to resist or tolerate or fight. And so any kind of stress, including the terror of financial stress, could roll over into...
Which is truly the worst kind
Which
of
is truly the most debilitating.
Stress is one of the biggest killers of people over 40.
That's right.
Tell me that again next year.
The jailhouse rumbles. You are a big dumb lug, and you're even more fucking uncoordinated than you are ugly, and I never thought that the fucking thing was possible.
That only happened because you're oozing your stench all over the floor.
Perhaps that was a pre-calculated defense mechanism, and I still don't have my fucking whiskey.
All right.
She careful,
Yeah. Let's get him up. Let's get him up.
No, I did that. I
It
did
takes
something to
both
my
of us
back.
to pick him up.
I did something. Guys, come on, help.
Yeah, it takes both of us.
Put a little effort into it. Put a little effort into it.
All right.
Oh.
Everybody just calm down.
I passed Gideon the whiskey bottle.
Ren, you damn drunk. You gotta talk to me, all right? I need you to focus. This is very important. I need you to tell me why they threw you in the tank.
Because on account of why the fuck any kind of business it would be yours, I would be I believe I am obligated to have a lawyer present.
Answer his questions, Ren, or I'm gonna finish this bottle of whiskey. I'll start to drink for it.
Oh, don't you fucking dare!
Answer his questions, Ren. It's simple math.
Ren, look at me.
You wouldn't fucking dare, Gideon Nathaniel Cole.
Oh.
Gideon Nathaniel Cole!
Oh, tastes like paint thinner.
As she looks at you, this very tall bovine woman has a fear bulb. She's wearing her famous kind of coat and long baggy pants with tassels on them. As her hat is always bent to the side, it never sits straight on her head. As she is glaring daggers at you, you've definitely sobered her up a little bit. She's glaring at you. Those last fucking sips I was saving!
Hey.
I was saving the best sips at the bottom, Gideon!
They are the best.
Gideon, stop antagonizing her. Ren, look at me.
I would say, Gideon, I need you to make a present check at advantage.
Oh, wheel. Oh, add a +6. Add a
I think
D6. D6. Okay.
Please tell me it's with hope.
Better.
It is with hope.
Oh, good.
11 with hope.
So you will gain a hope.
You'll gain hope.
Woohoo!
11.
Right.
You're all level 1. 11 was the difficulty.
Oh.
You are a wily son of a bitch. Get in. Next time we go to the H&H and engage in games of fucking chance, I will remind myself to cheat my fucking ass off. What the fuck do you want to know, Sheriff?
I want to know what's going on. Did they try to say that you murdered my deputy?
Yeah, they said I found that poor son of a bitch in the woods. Had a hole in the back of his fucking head. God, the size of a fucking cork. I could have taken that cork out of that bottle and plugged his fucking skull up, but his brains wouldn't stop coming out.
I want you to know.
And then I brought it back. I think they says that I came and I killed him and I brought it back and confessed. But they keep bringing me booze, and so who am I to fucking question such kind generosity?
Listen, I want you to know you're not in trouble. All right?
Well, given my present fucking situation, Sheriff, I think I kind of fucking am.
I think she said firing squad.
I think it might be the fucking hangman's jig or firing squad. I can't tell which is which. I don't know what I prefer. Maybe fucking flip a coin.
You and I both know you're not a murderer. All right? I know you didn't do this.
Yeah, I don't fucking know. Maybe I did. Maybe he ran into me. My memories, I do occasionally lose time when I indulge in drink.
You said that you found tallow, and was there anybody else there? I mean, did you see anything except for his body?
I didn't see there, but that fucking night, I found myself stumbling into the fucking woods, not being able to take the stench of horse piss that coats this fucking town, and sleep out under the fucking stars. And I heard voices or saw shapes of bandits or fucking road agents or highwaymen. And then I heard a and when I finally gathered the wherewithal and wits to pull myself out, I saw Emmett.
Bandits.
That's what I fucking think. He was wearing stupid sashes or something. I don't know.
Wait, they were wearing sashes?
I don't fucking know.
What color were the sashes?
It was fucking dark. Dark sashes?
And
I
you were
don't fucking
probably
know.
drunk too.
I was, well, of course I was fucking drunk. I already mentioned that in the story. You don't even have to fucking repeat me. Am I not speaking quietly? Am I not speaking loudly enough for you, Doctor?
She might be, misremembering all this.
Regardless, we're gonna get you out. All right? Nobody's gonna do anything to you.
Yeah, this metal fella here seems pretty content on having a first genuine fucking trial of Gideon. Can you believe of all of my drunken hootenanny and chicanery, you would have thought that I would have been the first proper trial, huh?
Not you.
Whiskey, ran. I'll go down in the fucking history books.
No one's gonna execute you, alright? I think the fucking four of us can agree you didn't do it. But if it was road agents, there's one man in town that I know that is gonna know what the scoop is if it's road agents. We should talk to Solomon.
Oh, you don't think he's involved in this?
Oh, no, God, I may be not in my right fucking mind, but I know that I would never want to talk to that slimy son of a bitch.
Look, Abe and I don't see eye to eye, but I don't think he'd do something like this.
No, I'm not saying that he did it, but, I mean, he's the most connected man in town. He knows every going on if it's part of the seedy underbelly of this place. And look, Abe and I go way back. And, even if I don't agree with how he conducts himself, I have a feeling he doesn't want the fucking railroad in as much as we do.
I think it's probably his fucking goons that did it. He's a cold-blooded cutthroat more than this fucking machine out here.
All right.
Whatever.
Just sit tight. You're not going anywhere. We'll get you out.
Can you give me my whiskey back?
I'll take out out of my jacket. I'll have on this kind of like extremely dusty, dirty, long overcoat, and I'll take out this like little copper flask, and I'll just uncork it for a moment and add a little extra into the whiskey bottle, and then cork it back up and hand it back to Rett.
Kind gesture.
You all right, fucking Gideon Nathaniel Cole?
Try not to get yourself executed till we get this whole thing straightened out, huh?
Try not to have your visage be seen by fucking school children lest they run the other direction or die of fright on the fucking spot.
You're a dumb, ugly old drunk, okay? You're the ugly old drunk.
Ugly as fucking you.
Not me. I'm a very handsome man.
Well, I don't
Well,
know.
dude, just because I got 3 eyes?
Well, I think that's probably what your pa tells you every fucking night. Give me that shit.
You smell like 17 dead people.
Well, it's better than yesterday. Goodbye, gentlemen.
Take care of yourself, right?
All right.
Remember old whiskey, Ren. Remember me how I lived. I will die how I lived.
You're not gonna die. We'll see
Drunk.
you soon.
As you leave.
All right.
And
To
you
the
make
widow's
your way.
garden. I'll lead the way.
Yeah.
While we're leaving, I'll say under my breath, look, I didn't want to make accusations in the jail, but it is entirely possible it was Solomon's man.
Look, I know that he's not the most upstanding citizen, but I don't think he's evil.
Why would he kill Emmett, man? I mean, Solomon's been running game in Eden for forever. What cause does he have to drop Emmett out of nowhere?
I'm hoping it's not him. I don't think it is. But he's been known to employ road agents.
And he was the one who broke the news to me.
Oh.
Something strange, though, man. I mean, Ren's in there drunk as hell.
I feel like Emmett's been nothing but sweet to everybody in the entire fucking town. Just upstanding gent. I don't think Abe would do that, but I'm just saying, don't be fucking surprised if it shakes out that way. But we shouldn't fucking mention that around anybody, alright? Just in case. Because you don't want to make an enemy of that man. You understand?
Yeah.
Both of you?
Yeah, understood,
Yes.
Rett. Understood.
Yeah, got it.
You make your way. As you left, Inspector Deckard barely even registered you. He just stood up as you left and grabbed his keys. The door closed behind you. You hear the lock. You make your way through the thoroughfare, and you know where to find Solomon. Everyone does. Everyone knows that Solomon is one of the original founders of the town, along with Rett and both of you in your youth. And Fezziwig, the goblin that had partnered with Rett so long ago and perished in the fall months back. But it's not long until you find the Widow's Garnet Saloon and Theater, as you see the large double doors, and it is a raucous scene. It is the afternoon now, and things are already getting very rowdy. You step in, and you hear the raucous sound of a ragtime piano, as you hear the shouting of drunks. You see prospectors, you see merchants, you see people of all strata of this town, from the richest to the poorest, all sharing drinks across this huge central space with a walkway to the second floor to various rooms throughout this saloon. You see that there are bawdy men and women from the balcony that are canoodling or waving down, as it's more than you'd expect for the afternoon, but it's about what you expect from the Garnet. As you look up onto the grand stage that they have at the far end, and there are two fungrel there, as there is a female fungrel who has a large pink cap and a matching pink dress, as she is playing a tune on the piano, as a male fungrel with seems to be a pistolero holds a lasso and is spinning it around as he does all manner of revolver tricks, as there are people sitting in several rows and benches looking around as they're cheering, shouting, clapping, throwing the occasional coin. As you look around, as you see that there the large long bar of is beneath rows and rows and rows of alcohol of all kinds, and the wall above it has mounted stuffed heads of all manner of beasts, both mundane and strange and fantastical. As you step in to the Widow's Garnet Saloon and Theater, as You probably expect it as you hear a voice shout out from the walkway above you. Well, Sheriff, if it isn't Indigo and Sons coming into my joint, my establishment granting me the presence of the sheriff. Well, you mind taking off the badge while you're in here? You don't want to scare all the drinkers.
I will reluctantly agree, and I'll take the badge off, almost thinking like, what's the point at this point, and kind of tuck it in my pocket, in my vest pocket.
Abe, how you been?
Rett, my good man, I have seen better days, but haven't we fucking all? Can you believe that fucking racket out there? As he's talking to you as he walks along the walkway, you know the door to his office. He walks along and comes down the stairs towards the back as he approaches the bar, as he nods to the large orcish bartender who is actually surprisingly young, probably not much past 18, as he grabs drinks and fills them up and hands them to you. As Abe Solomon, the Infernus, leans in, and his build is certainly shorter and stockier than Shepard's, but they are very much cut from a similar cloth, despite the various sides of the law that they're on. As he kind of leans in with a smarmy grin and says, I cannot even presume to guess what you have need of your humble servant of Abraham Solomon.
Well, we got a few questions for you, but I don't want to get ahead of myself.
Look, Abe, we gotta talk, alright? Did you hear about Ren?
Ren? What about her?
She was picked up by these new fucking detectives, and they're saying that she killed the deputy. And look, I know she's a drunk, and I know that she, kind of has a sloppy trigger finger, but we both fucking know she's not a damn murderer. Certainly not against fucking Emmett.
I believe that anyone in their cups can come to blows, come to murder if it calls for it. What makes you so sure that she doesn't have a killer's heart? Like you, like me, like you, Sheriff. All of us, all four of us. We're cut from the same cloth, especially you, Shepard. Mr. Morgan?
Look, there's no way she did it, and she had some pretty convincing, well, for her at least, account of what happened.
It was road agent, she said.
My road agents. Is that what she's presuming? Is she pointing the finger at me?
No.
And my establishment?
Abe, nobody made any accusations, alright? It was just she thinks it was banditos, road agents, gang members, that sort of thing. She heard them talking in the middle of the night in the fucking woods. She heard a gun go off, and then she found him dead.
We just thought you might know a little bit more about it.
Well, I think that some in this town would consider it unwise to approach Abe Solomon in his own fucking joint and ask him questions laced with hints of accusations.
Well,
Why should I not pour out your fucking drinks and kick you out of my establishment?
I want to make it very fucking clear, Abe. Look, we're not accusing you of nothing, and neither did she. And none of us fucking uttered it. I just know that, you know everybody in town. Right? You see who comes in and comes out. I'm just wondering if you've heard anything. If you have anything that could maybe, I don't know, fucking help us get her out of jail before she fucking gets killed.
And if it's any consolation, I come to you literally hat in hand. Because I want justice. I want justice for Emmett.
That must make your stomach fucking churn, Sheriff. To come and stoop yourself so low to a poor sinner like me, you and I are cut from the same fucking cloth, same horns, same tails. I just know what I am.
Look,
I'm glad to see this character grow, Sheriff.
let's play fucking real for a second, Abe, alright? Let's say fucking hypothetical, alright? Let's say you were involved. I'm not saying you are. But let's say you were. There are ways to, talk about next steps, but the last thing I want to see happen is have an innocent woman executed for a crime she didn't do. So, if there was any involvement of anyone you happen to know, perhaps we can talk about what it might look like if we can get her freed and maybe work out some kind of arrangement.
One of you make a presence check at advantage, whichever you would like to.
It should not be me.
Presence roll.
Presence, I'm happy to.
Ooh,
Yeah.
if...
+0.
I was going to say, the other opportunity is if you think that more than one person is contributing to it, we can do a group roll.
Let's do a group roll.
And so the way that that's going to work is we're going to choose Rett to basically be the leader for this group roll, but we are also going to make presence checks, and depending on whether or not we pass or fail, those presence checks will either add or minus 1 from Rett's roll.
Love that.
So again, these don't generate hope. They
I
don't
have
generate
plus
fear.
0 presence.
And I have
Ours
minus...
don't generate hope or fear.
And I have minus... These will not generate hope or fear. But we're going to try to help by rolling and adding to Rhett's overall rolls here. Oh, I rolled pretty hot. I got a 15 total.
Okay.
I rolled 13 total.
I think mine does still generate hope or fear, right?
It does.
I rolled 11 with hope.
So then, depending on what the DC is, we may each add 1 or subtract 1 to his total roll.
And that would be 13 total for him.
Yes.
It would be
well,
13.
assuming that we are all
I
over it.
had set the difficulty. It's going to sound like I'm bullshitting. I said 13.
Sweet.
So with that support, just barely.
Wow.
You get a 15? Or what did you roll?
13.
Okay, then you would add... It would be 13.
Well, I got an
14.
11.
No.
Oh,
You
then
do that.
perfect. Oh, perfect. I
Exactly
understand.
13.
Got it.
Because you have come in so fucking politely and decided to break bread with a vile, irredeemable sinner such as myself, I suppose something can be arranged. You see those two fungal on the stage there?
Yeah.
Isn't that the most asinine fucking thing you've ever seen?
Sure is. Except maybe what's going on outside.
Would you believe that this makes the Hooples go fucking crazy? They spend twice as much on drink if that couple up there does their tricks.
With
Do
the
we-
lasso?
Do I know them? Do we know them?
Oh,
Like,
absolutely.
By name?
You
Okay.
look, and you look closely. You know that these are the Gonzas. That this is Quibly and Portia Bella.
jeez.
You've done business. You've seen them.
Okay, I thought so.
And they're relatively new to the camp.
Okay.
Within like the last year or so. But Solomon leans at them. Quibly and Portia Bella are very valuable to me in this respect. The Hooples go fucking crazy. But
The Gonzas are very lovely people. I mean, you gotta admit they're talented. Not everybody's taste, I suppose.
But they are also more valuable for other reasons.
What do you mean?
Are you familiar with the Grinning Sinners?
Would I be familiar? I would be.
We're gonna do a knowledge roll.
Ooh.
So, my knowledge is +1,
Yeah.
but my community is loreborn.
Hey.
And the features I'm well read. I have
Oh,
advantage on
cool.
roles that involve the history, culture, or politics of a prominent person or place. Could that factor into this role here?
Yes.
Okay. Sweet. Thank you, community.
If you wanted to as well, if you have any experiences and you wanted to spend a hope to add to, if your experiences are applicable, you could take a look at that as well.
It's important because if you fail this, then you lose a core childhood memory.
I'll save on to my hope.
Okay.
I will hold on to it.
I mean, you spiked the 6 on the
Really
advantage.
high,
Yeah.
but it's with fear.
Okay, that's all right.
yeah.
Okay.
27,
Whoa!
I think. 27 with fear.
Holy smokes!
That was nearly max.
Do you know the grinning sinners?
You know the grinning sinners. You have kept tabs on people from your past. And you know that you are probably would know that Gideon and Shepard would know. But this is a bandit gang that is run by the infamous Grinning Jack Booth. A Qatari about the same age as you. And you know that they have operated in the general northern areas of the Drylands. They typically don't make it this far up into the hills. But as caravans and travelers come and go from the various Essentia outposts, they make their attacks, and they're known for wearing sashes around their belt, around their waist. And it kind of strikes. You feel like you're picking up what he's laying down. But the name Grinning Jack Booth
is very familiar
is very familiar to you, and it makes you concerned.
Oh boy.
Grinning sinners, huh? Yeah. I know.
Well, do they have any of their fucking hallmarks? Being a bunch of loud-mouthed idiots wearing their stupid sashes. Boshing, was he robbed?
I mean, I tried to ask what color the sash was. So, actually, now that you mention it, Ren mentioned that she said that they were wearing sashes around their waists. And I tried to ask what the color was.
Jack, you poor bastard. Can't hire good help these days. Not like this fine couple here. Look at this. Look how he fucking goes. Can you believe that a pistol can do all that? Can you believe that anyone can do that with a lasso? Unbelievable.
This is just remarkable.
We are sweating our asses off. We've been doing this for 73 minutes.
You thought the frog was bad.
I wouldn't know where Jack is currently.
No. Mm-mm. You know that they're in the general northern regions.
Jack, you got any word where he's running these days?
I know. I sent a message. Running back to never fucking step foot into these hills. If he's violated that, I have no choice but to make sure he's fucking dead.
It's been a long time coming, if it comes to that.
Well, the good news is that I have my own road agents. Believe it or not, it's fucking them. Look at that. Can you believe it?
You just keep saying this over and over again. Unbelievable.
Yeah. Look at the hoopers. They're throwing him fucking coins. I make hand of money, hand over fist. Great hires.
They're your road agents?
That's right.
And you're saying they didn't assassinate the deputy, did
No, but they will know how to find where the grinning sinners are. They can lead you, and they can ensure that my business interests are maintained.
All right. So we all are on the same page, right, Abe?
Well, if there's causing problems in your friend, if we both want the same people fucking dead, I'm willing to break bread if you are.
I think we want what's best for the town, right? Hey, and I think that what's best for the town is what's best for your fucking pockets, Abe. Can we agree on that?
Finally, we fucking agree on something. Mr. Indigo, you're all right. Quibly, Portia Bella! Take a break.
Wow!
Show's over. Go spend some fucking money.
Yes, sir. Right away, sir.
You got it.
We race down.
Oh yeah. Let's meet in my office. And he kind of says, "Have you met? You know the sheriff, the Goneses, Indigo and Sons. You fucking know each other."
Pleasure.
Pleasure to see you again. How you doing?
Quibly?
Lovely to meet you.
Mrs.
I'm getting a bit of a headache.
Mrs.
Anyone
Jones?
got a drink?
Your
Yeah,
headaches, they're coming back? You're still...
Well,
We're a bit might thirsty. I'll get you some water.
Thank you, honey. Thank
Just wait
you.
right there, honey. I'm gonna quickly go to the bar and grab some ice water or regular water if ice isn't available in such a small town. I don't know how we're playing this. It depends on how historically realistic you want this to feel.
I
Yeah,
would say
Michael?
that there would be an ice chest because we're in a fantasy world, so we have a little bit more fun that we can go with.
I got you the ice there, sweetie.
You know how I take my drinks? I like light ice.
Light ice. I grab it. I race back. I dump some into the chest. And I have the ice from one cup to the other, and I come back. Is that better?
Oh, the glass is sweating. Yeah, it's fine. I'll drink it.
Only the new gods of the hallows above know why I never settled down and got fucking married myself. As he kind of observes this and leads you all up to his office, he unlocks it, and you see a huge office with the double doors leading out onto that balcony where he called down to you. As he there's a separate table, a bunch of nice plush leather chairs, a liquor cart, and a variety of decorations. As he gestures to sit at the table at the center of this office, as he pulls back a chair and says, "More whiskey.
None for me, thanks.
Anything harder? I don't do the stuff myself, but the hooples go fucking crazy for it, just like your lasso shenanigans, Quibly."
I've been lasso dancing for some time. I wouldn't mind a whiskey if that's all right.
Well, wet your whistle, my good man.
Yeah, you two take a seat. I'll stand.
I
I'll
dab
stand.
my hat, which is also sweating, and sit down with my drink.
Make sure you don't drink too much, honey. You know what happens at the end of the night.
I'm not saying I drink too much, but sometimes when I get started, the
We do
piano
gotta make-
starts flirting with me.
We do gotta make it home. No, that's me.
How can we be of service?
Well, why don't you tell him the fucking predicament?
Look, I know y'all are very skilled performers, but we've also been informed that y'all are in the employ of Mr. Solomon here.
Yeah, that's right.
That's
and,
right.
We are trying to help a member of the town who we believe has been framed for the murder, or maybe in this case, assassination of the deputy. And we believe that it was some kind of gang members or desperados that were members of the Grinning Sinners. So we're hoping that we can find old Grinning Jack Booth, and maybe y'all can get us to him.
Oh, well, I don't want to get all roped up with them again.
Yeah, we're not exactly looking to find them again, if you understand my meaning. They're a pretty rough group. You probably wouldn't want to go out of your
our
way.
friend Anoki Jake. Killed him dead.
Killed him dead. I swear.
And then once he was dead, they killed him again.
You used to run with them, the Grinning Sinners?
Oh, yeah, we were thieves for
We
a while.
did
Still do
simple robberies,
sometimes.
non-violent, nothing cruel. I
Oh,
promise.
don't be so fucking modest. How about the last stagecoach you brought in?
Well,
That was a pretty sweet trick.
It
there.
was
That's-
quite a haul.
That's
Don't be...
fair, but we didn't murder anyone.
well, we didn't murder most of them.
We didn't murder anyone who didn't,
No one important. No one important got hurt. That's what fucking matters. Earmuffs, Sheriff.
I'm not here in a sheriff capacity right now.
You're saying that poor young Jacob has passed?
Yeah. Well, I mean, he deserved it, really. He's wandering around telling all those stories about Grinning Jack Booth. You don't say anything about him if you don't want to. You know what I mean?
That's right. You should listen to my wife. She's a smart pickle.
Mrs. Gones, when I made you that firearm, it was for self-defense, not for robbing stagecoaches.
I use it to protect myself. Anytime we rob stagecoaches, I'm in immense danger.
She has you there, Red.
Yeah.
Can't argue with that, I guess.
All right. Well,
How do we find this guy?
Well...
Well, how do we find this guy?
No, Quibly, we know where he's at. They're
No.
over by that abandoned mine.
I would say that's exactly right. You say that.
Yeah.
I would like.
Oh my god.
Who wants to take the lead? You guys are going to do
I
a
just don't know
group.
where it's at.
You guys are going to do a group knowledge roll.
Oh, good.
And so you're going to decide who's going to be the lead
Between the two of them.
between the two of them.
Yep. So take a look at your knowledge
So
stat.
who's knowledge?
So
Usually
generally
the person
whoever has
who's
the
first.
highest stat.
It's about even Stevens
Yes.
on knowledge.
So you just pick somebody, and then you'll both roll.
Portia Bella said it, so we'll give it to Portia.
Yeah.
And so,
we know where it is.
so yours will
Oh,
do
man.
hope and fear,
0.
and so yours won't
Okay.
generate hope and fear.
You're gonna roll, and if you succeed, you'll add 1 to her. Final.
I succeed.
I crit.
Well, you rolled a what with what?
I rolled a 12, and I got with hope.
And I got a crit.
Hey!
It's only like +2.
So as a refresher, a critical success in this game is when your duality dice match. You're looking for doubles.
Any two numbers match. You don't have
So
to
you
also
you
I
get a
got,
hope,
ZC.
I got 2 10s.
and if you have any stress, you get to clear a stress.
Oh, I don't.
And after that long performance, you would have had a stress, but now you've just
Oh,
cleared
okay.
it.
You-
I got some stress. You want to
It's
clear
gone.
mine?
It's gone. So you take a hope.
I don't
Gross,
say that. I
man.
don't say that. I don't say that.
Gideon.
You know that
I know.
that the hangout or that the hideout of this, you know exactly where it is. You feel like you could retrace your steps perfectly, despite your perhaps the forgetfulness of your husband. You know the nature of your mind, and you know the nature of your powers, and you know your connection to the network of your species that seems to just permeate across time, across distance. As you feel like you could get back there on the most direct route, and you know that the gang is hiding out at the Walcott claim, an old abandoned claim during the earliest days of the Drylands. Once Wyland's Gulch, the first of the Essentia outposts, was founded, pioneers and explorers went out to all the corners of the Drylands looking for Essentia, and they found a small claim. Not too small, but, you know, not as huge as the mines up here in Eden. And so the mine, that's where you all ran your jobs for the Grinning Sinners. And I would say that even with that crit, you would even know the general comings and goings and the general watch and procedure, and that can perhaps, if you eventually end up there, that'll help you. And you think back, and all of it is perfectly captured in the network and the web of your memories. And you actually see, as she thinks about it, there's a little crackle, almost like a flicker of like pink, this bright pink light, and that quickly goes away as soon as it came.
Oh no, we know exactly how to get there.
No,
We know exactly how to get there.
You shouldn't listen to her. She.
What? What do you mean? You repeat yourself right now, but you say it different.
They say marriage is 50-50.
They're wrong.
50% of the time she does the talking, and the other 50 I agree.
Never mind, he's right.
Why are these the greatest characters you've ever played? What the hell? I am beside myself in awe and admiration.
Now, you'll have to excuse my hesitancy. We may know where they are, but I have to tell you that it would be extremely dangerous to go and just walk up to the Grinning Sinners, even with 2 old companions of theirs.
I don't care how dangerous it's looking.
Why
If
do?
this man is responsible for the assassination of the late Emmett Tallow, I'll bring him back here by his ear if I have to.
How big a group does he run with? I mean, do we know anything about the group? So Rett, you said recalls.
Yeah.
Do we know anything?
I'd
Chapter
say
9?
it's a couple dozen. I would say that maybe you've heard of the gang, maybe you've heard reports, and you had to watch out for them, but you've never dealt with them directly. You dealt with mostly local threats, and in your time away from camp, you were training deputies at another town, dealing with minor town-level stuff, bar fights, the occasional robbery, the worst would be the occasional murder of passion that everybody knows, and, that was pretty easy, but not dealing with gangs of this level.
Well, Rett, what are we talking about here, man? I mean, I know we want to get to the bottom of Emmett, but this grinning Jack, man, I mean, he's got to have dozens of highwaymen. We're just going to walk up into his hideout and confront him? Accuse him? What's the plan, man? I'm not so sure about this.
We need to find him and we need to fucking get answers. Look, with Booth, whatever y'all end up doing, I'm coming with y'all. Understand? We're gonna fucking put an end to this.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah, an old bat. You're as old as I am, aren't you? Maybe even fucking older.
What's in it for us?
I can pay you.
Okay.
Oh, well, that makes sense.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, okay, yeah, sure.
Listen, Rett.
And whatever Mr. Indigo pays, I'll match it.
Oh, well.
To show
you
my
already said yes.
appreciation for those skills that you exhibit to all those fucking hooples that makes them go absolutely buck wild.
Rett, if you want to be the benefactor of this and help fund it, fine, but let Gideon and I deal with it.
No, I need to go. I need to go. I mean, we don't have to get into it now, but I need y'all to trust me on this one, all right?
The doctor wants to go out on a blaze of glory.
It's not gonna be like that, all right? Look, I think we're all fucking capable. And I have a few tricks up my sleeve, even at my age. And, look, Jack Booth is causing trouble and fucking murdering an innocent deputy.
And Anoki Jake.
Poor young Jacob.
May the new gods put the poor soul of Anoki Jacob to rest.
Didn't even get a funeral.
It's not the new gods. The forgotten ones. They'll look after him.
Careful, he might be called a heathen by our lovely preacher.
He's with them now. Either way. Look, how much? You just name a price, and well, maybe not that forward, but well, look, we will compensate you heavily.
All right, I believe you.
And I will take a percentage.
And if anything happens to my weapon, you'll fix it right up. And the modeling.
I'll make sure to pack extra modeling for wherever we're going.
'Cause I got those headaches, you know.
No, I know, I understand. They're terrible headaches.
And it does not work out well for my dear Quibly when I get one of my headaches.
No, it does not.
Wow, what happens?
We're not going to get into it.
Okay, we're not going to get into
That's
it.
private.
Well, I know you brought it up.
I just said that I didn't want to talk about it.
Well, yeah, but
Why are
beforehand,
you
then she
pressuring
said, I'm not pressuring anybody.
Back
I'm
down.
just curious. All
Just
right,
back
well,
down.
Just back down.
You heard my wife.
didn't mean to step over the line. I'm just saying. I
You
was-
doing all right, darling?
Getting a bit of a headache.
Jeez,
Wait, real quick. How tall are you guys?
Gideon is like 8.5 feet tall. Yeah.
You're like up to your kneecap.
They could stand on each other's shoulders and be at my
Still
belt.
not even-
Yeah.
And you're like, all right, I'm back up.
Whoa, all right. I mean, this is a sub. I didn't realize this is kind of a. Let's go fight a bunch of highwaymen, I guess. Jeez.
All right.
See, can't you see they would make fucking fantastic road agents?
I'm getting it now.
More
I
than
mean,
meets the eye.
Heck, you don't even need the guns. Just send your wife to talk to them. Just strip them down bare.
You damn straight.
Oh, hey.
Rett, I'm not going to fight you. You want to come? Fine. But you got to clue us in on what's going on. Who this guy is, what we're up against.
Look, he was a member of your pop's gang.
Damn it.
We used to run with him.
Sore subject. Not even I brought that up.
And he fucking survived. And I don't know fucking how. But I've had my suspicions for 30 fucking years. And I just want to see his face again. I want to wipe that stupid fucking grin off of his face. For the last goddamn time. Can you understand that? Can you appreciate that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
if you all are gonna go and threaten Grinning Jack, if you guys are gonna try, yeah, I've seen him do unbelievable things. He's a very dangerous man, and so we'll be taking that payment up front if that's all right by you.
Yeah.
I gotta run by the shop anyway, so...
Well, you shouldn't be fucking leaving until first light.
Of course. It's like approaching the evening. Right?
Yeah, it's basically, it's getting
been a
into
long
the evening.
day.
Yeah.
been
Yeah,
a
it's
long
getting into
day.
the evening at this point. It was the late afternoon crowd. After all the talking and kind of all of this, it's getting into the night. He says, I'll be taking a portion as their employer. I'll be providing if you bring back the head of Grinning Jack. I would love to see that fucking grin, that Cheshire Cat grin wiped off his fucking face. There'll be a bonus in it.
You're the boss man.
Yeah, all right.
5%.
5%.
5%.
20% is customary.
I mean, they're the one putting themselves in harm's way.
I said there would be a bonus, a handsome bonus. Isn't that not fair?
Don't look at me.
10%.
Make. Let's see. Make a presence roll.
19
Whoa!
with fear.
We're a little cold on the hope and the fear today.
Yeah,
We're a
seriously.
little cold.
Really juicing
I'm
the
taking my
GM up
fear.
here.
How many you got total there, GM?
I think
That's
I
like
missed
9.
a few.
I think it's like 9 or something.
No, I'm at 7, I think.
Oh.
Chad,
I thought you were at 8.
Oh no, 6.
No way.
No,
way.
no.
We're at 5. We've definitely given you like 3.
You're
At
absolutely minimum at 8.
Okay. I'm gonna punch it to 9.
Yeah.
I think like
I give you 5 fear.
I think it is actually
We're in
9.
agreement. You're at 9.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with this.
We'll keep better track from
It's
here on
just
out.
fun that you'll never use them. So.
Yeah, thank goodness for that.
Yeah.
Mr. Indigo, you drive a hard fucking bargain. But I want one stipulation. I get his fucking head, I watch the smug grin wiped off his fucking face. And if my suspicions are true, then we follow this thing all the way to the fucking end.
Your suspicions.
Let us not be heard by the old gods or the fucking new.
Understood.
Find out why they killed the deputy. Find out, was it Jack's orders? Was Jack following orders? I feel the vice tightening around my fucking throat. Every fucking day, don't you feel it? Don't you?
Don't you say a word.
I've been saying
I loosen my kerchief.
for weeks. I've been saying for weeks. Something's different. You feel it too, Abe? Something's coming.
I have a knack, you know. We didn't survive in this fucking turn this thing from a camp to an outpost to a full-fledged fucking town without having an instinct, Rett. When you boys were no taller than my hip, well, you were a little bit bigger, you were a big boy. I don't know what the fuck you feed him.
That was me.
But I think that no matter what fucking railroad comes, no matter how much they blast the pillars, no matter how much they rip out the essentia from our home, it's still our fucking town.
That's right.
And if Jack thinks that he can have a say about who holds the law here, he'll die for it. And we'll cut the fucking throats of any fucker that tries to presume that they can determine what it means to be of Eden.
Damn right.
Well, I suppose we have a deal.
I'll reach my hand out.
He spits in his hand. I wait until
Oh.
it's customary. Spit. We shake.
All right. I should get back to the shop.
Yeah. There's some people I want to talk to, and I gotta have one drink for the deputy.
Take the night off.
Oh, all right.
Whatever. Go join them for dinner or whatever the fuck domestic nightmare that you people like to do. Get the fuck out of my office.
I'll just get up and without a word, kind of make my way to the door.
Pleasure as always, Abe.
Thanks for the
we come with you?
hospitality.
Yeah, come on. Let's have a drink in honor of the deputy.
As we're leaving his office, and we're kind of making our way back downstairs, I'm gonna turn to Rett and just say, Rett, thank you. You don't have to do this.
I know, but need to.
Oh, and tell Davey he's gotta play the piano while you're fucking gone.
You can go do it, because I ain't talking to Davey.
I'll go do it.
You see it?
Hey, Davey! Davey! Wake up!
You see an old halfling with a big, like, a handlebar mustache, and he's actually the barber. He's the barber. He's got his apron. There's like all of like the jars with all the strange liquid of all his implements. He's asleep in his barber chair as he's yep.
Portia and I are doing a job for Mr. Solomon, and I think you need to play the keys tonight. You're on.
My fingers hurt so bad.
Abe, I don't want to hear it. Not Abe,
Davey.
Davey, I don't want to hear it.
Yell at him a little louder. He's not listening to you.
I kick him in the boots. Get out of!
All right. No, you don't. I heard you the first time.
It's as quiet as the grave in here. Get on it.
Heard you the first time.
This is the greatest cast of characters you've ever played.
He pulls up a stool as he climbs up onto the stage. He puts up the piano and he starts playing some much less lively, but still. And you see some of the people, they come back and they're clapping. Some of the girls at the top are waving kerchiefs as they cheer as the music comes back on.
I return. Just terrible. You're so much better than him, it isn't even
But
funny.
you're getting so much better, honey. Every time you're threatening people, it's so much more believable.
I'm working on it.
You go all out into the night. The five of you are a motley crew. But here in Eden, that's about what you expect. It's a complete mix, melting pot of all of the heritages and species and peoples of the Dryland. And there is a lot of the folk seem to have a bit of a pep in their step. Many of them still wearing their finest outfits, carrying some of the streamers and the souvenirs from the souvenirs from the spiking ceremony. And there's some folks that are trying to see the photos once they're developed that Rett had set up with the cameras that he had built and sold to the mayor. As there seems to be a strange peace and happiness of the town, but none of you feel it. As there's just something lingering. And especially Shep, you just think back on that ride, that last steer, that skull. You remember looking at it and just, you feel like it was, as you looked at it, you know it was just a skull. You know it had died weeks, months, maybe even years ago. But they're just, you can't help but shake that you feel like it was telling you to ready for blood. You make your way into the thoroughfare into the night.